it's Nika, and I wanted to come on to do my review on the new show that's on Oprah's new channel, which is the OWN network, which is Greenleaf. And I have been waiting for this. I've been too excited. I think I saw some commercials about it, and then I went on YouTube and saw some little clips about it, and I was like, girl, I was hooked. So I couldn't wait until the premiere of the show came on, and then to know that it was 3 episodes that were coming on, and I was like, girl. So yeah, I was a little bit excited about it, and I see my lighting is already acting a daggone fool. So hold on real quick. Let me turn this on and see if it works. But anyway, yeah, so let's just start off with the show. The show is based upon the first family of this mega church in Memphis, Tennessee, or the suburbs of Memphis, Tennessee. Because if you've seen the show, their home is like, honey, I don't know where that is in Memphis. Their home is just gorgeous. And yeah, I've been in Memphis. I've been to the Delta because I have to go through Memphis to go to Mississippi. And I want to know where that is, girl, because their driveway is like a mile away from their house. Girl, they balling. But anyway, let's get to the family. So the family consists of the bishop. What's the bishop name? Bishop James Greenleaf, the pastor of the church, and I think the church is called what? I do got some notes. The church is called what is the church called? I think it's Calvary Fellowship World Ministries in Memphis, Tennessee, and his wife is Lady May. They have a son. What's his son name? Jacob. Then they have a daughter, Charity, Grace, and then the daughter that passed away. That brings everybody home, or brings this long lost prodigal daughter home, which is Gigi or Grace, and her daughter Sophia. Yes. So they're the first family and of the mega church and in the city there, and yeah, everybody looks up to them, and they got some drama going on. And just within that family, their son is married to his wife. I think his wife's name is Carissa, and then their daughter, what's the daughter name? I think her name is Charity. She's married to her husband, Kevin. And Charity sings on the praise team and in the choir of the church. And Kevin does something in church, honey. And Grace used to be a minister of the church, a well-known minister all around in the Memphis area. And everybody loved her. And like 20 years ago, she left for what we find out is the reason that I think her uncle, which I thought was the dad's brother, but it's the mom's brother, was molesting the sister that ended up dying, which brings everybody home. And come to find out that the sister basically committed suicide because she was molested by the uncle. And I think they're implying that he also molested Gigi as well. And so Gigi comes home and she brings her daughter Sophia so they can come back to the funeral of her sister. And it's just bringing up a lot of stuff. As soon as she gets home, you know, her dad greets her with loving arms, just like in the Bible. The prodigal son returns, the prodigal daughter returns, and the dad is happy. But that mama, Lady May, Lady May is something else from jump, honey, and she is not playing with Gigi. She tells her, don't bring no mess up in here. And Lady May is a trip, honey. I don't know but there are mothers like that, unfortunately. But thank God that every mother isn't like that. But Lady May is like, I'm not having this. Don't bring the truth up in here, basically, is what she's saying. let it stay nice and painted and looking lovely, but don't bring that truth out. So anyway, they end up sitting down for, well, they end up having the daughter's funeral. And I thought it was real funny that they would have the daughter's funeral, and it's a mega church. And they was at the cemetery with about 6 people. Where they do that at? For a mega church. And the daughter of the bishop of the mega church. Where they doing that at, girl? The whole city would be there. People from out of town would be there. I was like, what? They made that up. But anyway, so whatever. Yeah, y'all tell me. But anyway, so I was like, okay, they trying me on this one. But then they end up having dinner together, family dinner. I'm assuming it's Sunday dinner, or either it's after, I can't remember because it was 3 episodes all together. So they end up having dinner together, and they all sit down as a family. And they get to talking about the daughter's death and things like that. And you know, Grace, Gigi, she got the big mouth. She can't hold it too long or whatever. And then she tells her mama, you basically gave my daughter, you basically gave your daughter away. And so, you know, it starts jumping off then. And I was just sitting back like I was eating some popcorn. It was just too good. I was like, get it, girl, tell it, tell it. So the mama was like having a fit and was like, you better not say nothing. I won't have you saying this, this, and this. So of course I was just like, child, this is what the problem is when people don't tell the truth. But anyway, so she snatched her up, and so the family dinner was all destroyed because this one daughter wanted to tell the truth about what the uncle had did to the daughter, and you know, and that's why the sister committed suicide. So she's sitting there, and the uncle, everybody dispersed from the table. The uncle is sitting there with her. Girl. Ooh, it couldn't have been me and my uncle, because I probably would have tried to cut that joker. I'm just saying. And my sister dead too, because of this joker right here that's sitting next to me. Child. Anyway, but he was like, oh, I guess I better go on, because I got to go and do whatever. Girl, it would have took everybody to restrain me up off that joker. But anyway. So moving on. So the aunt, who is Lady Mae's sister, is our very own Oprah Winfrey. And she owns her own little, what we would call back in the day, juke joint. But she owns her own little club down on Beale Street there. You got to go down to Beale Street, y'all. So she owns her little club down in that area. And so she tells her niece, come on down and see me, girl. You know, come down here and talk to me. So she goes down there and talks to her aunt. And she tells her aunt, you know, her aunt tells her, you know, I need to talk to you or whatever. And, you know, they give each other this look. So, you know, they have some type of rapport. Even though she's been away for 20 years, it seems like her and the aunt been talking all over these 20 years, unlike her and the rest of the family. But she says, what? Don't tell me. You know, she's like, he did it again. Yeah, he did it again, girl. You know, child. Lord have mercy. Don't even get me talking about that. But yeah, so, you know, if the uncle, if he was grown 20 years ago and doing it, and he ain't got no help, and they covering up for him or whatever, I want to know who covering up, who paying the people off, girl. Anyway, I'm jumping all over the place. So yeah, the auntie like, yeah, he, you know, he did it again. This little young girl, this, that, and the other in the church, and her and her family just disappeared. So she asked her, you know, give me the girl information, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, this, or whatever. So she finds that out, and she's trying to investigate all of this. So I'm going all off on that. But yeah, she finds that out and tries to investigate that. So in the process of all of this going on, then you have the other children. Let's talk about these other children, because that's Gigi. So then you have Jacob. And I love me some Jacob for other reasons. But this Jacob right here is trifling. Ooh, he trifling. Okay, so Jacob, he's married. He has a daughter. I don't know why Jacob married, because he's a hoe. You know he's a hoe. Because he rocks his side piece right in you know, not in every show, but he rocks his side piece right in the vestibule, in the, you know, the broom closet of the church, wherever in the church. Where they doing? I can't say where they doing that at, because they doing it right in the church house. So, yeah, he got a side piece who was the, I don't know if she's the church secretary, or if she the Bible carrier for the pastor, or if she's the money carrier. I don't know what she is. You know, she counting the money or whatever, or she just holding the Bible. Well, who is she, Ike? So anyway, so that's the son's side piece. And his wife know he got a side piece. She might not know who it is, but she know he got a side piece. And she tells him, tell your side piece not to be texting you so late at night. Girl. So, I just be like, when I watch that, I'm like, are you that thirsty for notoriety amongst the people that you would just say that you married to this man that's supposed to be a minister of God, that you would just allow him to just have a side piece and you cool with it? And she talking about she won't be disrespected. You already disrespected yourself, boo. But anyway, moving on. And while they have this all going on, their daughter is a dope fiend. She, you know, she a little peddler. She got her little own little, you know, she got her little side gig going on. She's taking her Ritalin and whatever else she lacing it with and snorting it with or whatever. She done told her little cousin, the little Sophia girl from Arizona, you know, how to get down or whatever, and how to get her some drugs from the doctors. Girl, I don't know. It's too much going on in the church. In this church. But yeah, there's probably some things going on. It's real life. That's why I like it. I mean, it's real life, but it's some drama. So that's the son, his wife, and his daughter. Then we have the other daughter, Charity. And she has been married. This is the one that's in the choir and the praise team. She can sing. And she has her husband. She's been married 3 years. She's basically still a newlywed. And she wants to have a baby. And she wants to, she doesn't just want to sing. She wants to be a minister too, like her brother and her sister, Gigi, that's back now. But she don't want to be like Gigi. Maybe she do want to be like Gigi, because she can't stand Gigi. Child. She can't stand Gigi, and she don't think Jacob can preach at all with his boring tale. That's what she said. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, while they're at the dinner table, before all this other stuff, all this other ruckus jump off about the uncle molesting the sister, she's like telling her dad, Daddy, I wanna preach, and I got a sermon and this, that, and the other. And the mama is so condescending. She don't think nobody can do nothing but herself. Girl, and her man maybe. The mama like, girl, you better go on and sit down somewhere. It's just crazy. So she's like telling her daddy, you know, she's pleading her case to her daddy about, you know, the seasons of marriage and things like that. And so she's like, you know, I can do this and I can do that or whatever. And her daddy was like, you know, trying to pacify her or whatever. And then her sister Gigi is like jumping up to her. She was like, boo, I don't need you. Stay over there in your lane. You just got here. So then, you know, she's still, pleading her case to her dad. And then, you know, and all of them are jumping in. The uncle jumping in, and Uncle Mac, he jumping in, and, you know, the mama saying something, and then the sister-in-law saying something, and then so she really getting into it with her daddy or whatever, and she just pleading her case and everything like that. And then, you know, Gigi says something, and she's like, I don't need you on my team. I don't need you on my team, Gigi. Just shut up. Girl, I don't know what said. I just let her little tear. Go on and sing. Go on and sing. Let her go on and preach, Daddy. Anyway, but yeah, so you already see that it's you see it's some sibling rivalry there. You would think that, I don't know, everybody didn't grow up like me, as my mama would tell me, but you know, you would think that when when one sibling died, the siblings would come together and things like that, and they would become close, or they would squash something. But child, sometimes when you have a funeral, things get worse before they get better. So maybe that's the case, and that is the case here. And also, you know, the sister-in-law, I forgot to talk about the sister-in-law from the sister, Gigi, when she come back. What do you believe in? What do you believe? Girl, you ain't got no heaven and hell to put her in. Why you worry about what she believe in? Heifer? Oh, have mercy. You can't, girl, you ain't even part of the family. You just married into the family, ain't you? Okay. Anyway, girl, I think she should be preaching instead of her husband. But I mean, she want to preach, or she want her husband, she want to push her husband up there so he could be this preacher. And while he hoeing around, she don't care nothing about that as long as he preaching. I don't know. That's the craziest mess I ever heard of in my life. But I grew up in the church, so I've seen people do some stuff and say some things just so they can say, that's the man of God. That's the man of God. The key word here is man. That's a man. That's a woman. Leave God out your mess. Anyway, let's get back to the show. So, anyway, so Gigi goes and somebody calling me out. So Gigi goes and she finds a little girl, and she goes and tries to talk to her mom and things like that. Her mama like, no, boo, not over here. Let me stop you at the door. She's like, skedaddle, get on up out of here. How you find my house, blah, blah, this or whatever. So then the lady calls Uncle Mac and tells him, yeah, some lady out here, some lady come by here or whatever, da-da-da-da, this or whatever, you know. And basically, they pay her off. And so Uncle Mac finds out that it was Gigi. So then he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go see her. Well, then he goes to the aunt, his sister, and he's like, you need to get your girl. You need to mind your own business. Where they doing that at? But that's what they do. Anyway, so Oprah, you know, she's like, listen here, bruh. I don't know what mama and daddy, what type of hell they put you through, because they put me through some hell. But just because you went through some hell, that doesn't mean that you purposely inflict the hell on other people. You don't victimize other people when you've been a victim. Child. I think she was pacifying him at first for a little bit, but then she kind of got with him or whatever. But I was like, girl. So it kind of leads you to believe, like, you know, whatever Lady May and Mac and, I want to say Oprah child, but Mavis, whatever they went through as children, their parents, they went through a rough childhood as well. Like, you know, people go through rough childhoods. But, yeah, so that's the synopsis of, you know, the Greenleaf family and Greenleaf. I'm just trying to give you a little synopsis of the show, because there's a lot more that I could talk about, but I don't want to go into too much or whatever, but, because I think I already have, but, I do, my phone is like hot potatoes, but I do want to, you know, want you to check it out. Check it out on Wednesdays on OWN Network at 10 p.m. And let me know what you think. Thumbs up, like, and comment. Let me know what you think about the family. Let me know what you think about this church biz and stuff here. Oh, and the taxation stuff. It's just so much I could talk about because it's just good to me. All right, until then, I'm Nika, and I'll talk to you later. And yes, I'm still naturally fabulous, boo, and so are you. Bye-bye.